Good morning, my friends. It is 5:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and I'm coming at you not really live. I keep talking about doing lives, but yesterday I got off work and I was just so friggin' tired. I just didn't have it in me to work to do it. So I did you that little 2-minute video, and then that was about it. Now I'm going to do something. I don't know how long it's going to be here because I got to get going and go to work again. We do these flip-flop schedules that are really stupid, but I'm not in charge, so there it is. So yesterday there was an article in the regular news. I think it took it forever to come over here and be in our news, but looks like they found some form of life on Venus. Now, of course, you know, more than likely microbial, but it's still life on a different planet, meaning that it could make something else. And people try to tell you that Venus is all shrouded in gas and all, and that could be true. But I always stop and think about that term that I read about the veil, and the veil has been lifted, right? Well, the gaseous clouds are veils, and how does anyone really know what's down there? They can tell you anything, and you go, "Oh, see, they told us it was gassy," but you're not there. You don't know. I did recently see a UFO video that had it been put out about 20 years ago would have probably been pretty well taken in as being real. But with today's CGI and everything else, you can tell it is. So, and I was on one of our sites and we took it down because it was fake. You could see once the little portal opened, you could see that it was something within the paint, the film that they had put in there. So, there was a 6.4 earthquake in Russia yesterday. That's kind of rare usually. We don't usually see those. So that was another thing for that. One of the things I want to go into here too is I'm a sub for sub. If you sub me, I'll sub you. That's the way it used to be back in the old YouTube days, was sub for sub. And that's what I do. I sub for sub. If you sub me, I'll sub you. So, got this channel up to 46 subscribers because this is my older channel, which had some other people on it who obviously are back watching me. So then they've told people and they flocked back to me. Again, I wanted to go into some of the earlier things that I had talked about. And one of the early things I talked about was that, see, a lot of us got fooled by 2012. And it didn't really mean that that was the end of the world. And I don't think the world will ever end because the Bible says it won't. And please don't take me as a Bible thumper because I don't go to church. You know, a lot of things I don't believe, but I'm just telling you that some of the scriptures that are written are true, and they probably were reworded for a simpler time. And like my friend says, they keep telling, oh, this asteroid came and it flew by, and oh, this asteroid came and it flew by. Well, you know what? That 1 in a million chances, one of these days isn't going to happen. Something's going to hit, which already did happen a few years ago. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever it was, that big old meteor that came flying in that went over Russia and blew out the windows of that building. So I'll just tell you, that stuff can't happen. So yeah, we're dodging bullets and no one knows. No one knows when. So now you got all this other stuff coming up. Now, I try to stay out of politics on here. Or Facebook, I've kind of quit that because my mind has really realized that, you know what? I can't vote for either of these guys. There's just something about it. I can't. I know there's an agenda either way, no matter what. So, more than likely, who knows what's going to happen with this election, whether there is an election, whether it doesn't happen. And the thing is, with prophecy, there's supposedly the election doesn't happen, or something happens to screw it up. And then there's things that happen. And I got to tell you that no matter who's who, no matter who you like, there is an agenda, and it doesn't matter who wins really in the end. I do know some things about coming times and the wars and this and that, but kind of want to leave that off YouTube just because I don't want to spark anything and have people go, oh, you're this, and oh, and you don't even know me. People sit there and say, oh, that's racist. Well, you know what? I don't have a racist bone in my body. I wasn't raised that way by my family. But because I happen to be of a different tone, I have to be. Well, no, I don't have to be. So I was going to tell you one of the guys' things about the NFL. And this is what I do. A lot of people don't support any of the stuff that's going on. So for me, this is what I do. I know that at the beginning of the game, there's going to be things that are going on. So I just don't watch it. Just don't watch it. I feel that political crap has no bearing in sports. None. I don't care who it is or what it is. To me, there's no bearing in sports to put this out there. So, and it's coming to find out that a lot of these people that they're talking about have had crimes that they've done. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to tell you, I'm not on any fence, I'm just telling you. And some of these people have had crimes against them, and yet they're being glorified. Okay. So what I do is I tune in about a minute late, so I've missed all that. Then I just watch the game. All the other stuff that they're doing, that they're showing on these helmets, you never really even see it. So you're just watching the game. And that's what I do. I love football. That's me. I love the game. I don't give a crap. I don't care if the great Gazoo from the Flintstones plays for one of those teams. I want to watch the game. So I watch the game. Halftime comes, I go away. I don't watch any of that stuff. I just watch football. That's it. The game. No politics, no this, no that, no who's this. The only thing I will say about football is that right now, it seems that without real crowds, it does sway the game a bit, because how many times does an away team get ahead and the crowd starts getting louder to where the guys can't hear their calls and it affects it. Well, now you can hear these guys pretty clearly what they're saying, you know. So I do believe that's been changed, but I still watch it. So that's my little uptick on sports. I'm still going to watch football. It doesn't mean I support or don't support. I just want to watch the game. That's it. So that's what I do. My major thing on my old channel was earthquakes, CERN, time travel, which is becoming more and more and more, no matter what people want to say. They're getting closer and closer to the dark matter thing and doing all this other stuff. They're getting closer. And once they do it, it's round and around and around. That's kind of what Roswell was. To me, Roswell was a time experiment, and they sent some stuff from the future to us, and we collected that stuff and were able to use it. Stupidest thing in the world was doing that, because now it creates a paradox of round and round and round. And Corso, the younger guy, who I think he's passed away too, basically actually said that they had to send the ship, because if they didn't send it, then it wasn't sent and then nothing happened. So they had to do this like revolving loop. See what I'm saying? So while all you guys are sitting out there going, oh, E.T., one day he's going to come, it may just be guys like you and me from farther in the future. Because in 1998, I think it was 98, it might have been before, there was this mysterious radio signal that came from far away, and they said it was an advanced civilization, and they were trying to get a hold of somebody to help them because they were going through this nuclear conflict. It took them years to decipher. By the time they did, it was too late because the place was far away. In Andromeda, of course, different place and area. But what ended up happening was, friends of mine, myself, others said they believed it was somebody, it was like us, trying to get a hold of us and say, look, don't do any of this because this is going to happen to you. Because the earth is a special little place. And if you guys have ever watched the movie or the DVD, The Secret, which talks about how you can attain things through wanting it real bad, which is kind of what Nichiren Shoshu Buddhism does. You want it hard enough, you think of it hard enough, and you pray that you really want it, you get it. Well, then it's a matrix. The things that happen to you are real. The body you have is real. The thing inside you lives forever. But this advanced civilization, probably us, messaging us and saying, hey, look, but by the time I did it, it was too late. So anyway, I'm getting ready to go to work here. You guys have a really good day. I do a lot of these videos, sometimes that don't really mean anything, just to show you that I'm still here, because I used to do videos every day. And years ago when I was unemployed, I was doing 2 and 3 of these a day. Okay? So that's kind of where I'm at right now with sports. Politics, I really don't, I'm watching it, but I'm really on the fence, because I do believe there's other agendas on both sides. There is an agenda that, if it ends up happening the way it is, could lead to a bigger conflict somewhere else. And no, it's not Orange Man. It's something else. But I'm not going into that, as far as you guys want to know. So anyway, my friends, I guess I'm getting ready to get out of here, because I got to do a little bit more before I get out of here and go to work. So you guys have a really good day. One of these nights, I'm going to do a live video and try to confab with my friend on some other things we've been talking about. But until then, the last thing I'll tell you is I woke up this morning to stars. So maybe the fires are finally shifting. Maybe. Anyway, my friends, peace. I'll be seeing you. You guys have a really good day. And I'll catch you again. Coffee talk. Like I said, no diss to Sage. I like his channel. I follow it. I feel that's more of a compliment. Peace.